Okay, so this is Converting Metric Units Word Problems Practice. The section in Khan Academy is called Word Problems. I'm not going to do a mini lesson with this one. We're just going to work through a few of these together. A lot of these problems are going to look similar to the ones in Khan Academy, but I changed some names and I changed some numbers, so they won't be the exact same. Okay, so for this first one, Coach Bob brought 24 liters of Gatorade to the football game. He divided the Gatorade equally between 6 coolers. How many milliliters of Gatorade did Coach Bob put in each cooler? Okay, so we're dealing with 24 liters, but then our answer needs to be milliliters. Okay, and what I'm noticing is that he has 24 liters and he's dividing it between 6 coolers. So he's got the 24 liters, but he's dividing it into 6 different coolers. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is figure out, well, how many liters is going in each cooler? So 24 divided by 6 is going to give me 4 liters in every single cooler. Okay, if he divided that 24 liters in 6 coolers, that's going to be 4 liters in each cooler. Well, now it says how many milliliters are in each cooler. Well, if there's 4 liters, how many milliliters is that? Well, I can go down here and I can look and I can say, well, 1 liter is 1,000 milliliters. So 4 liters is going to be 4,000 milliliters. Okay, so let's try another one now. Maddie is training for a marathon. She runs 14 kilometers a day for 3 days. How many meters did Maddie run in all? Okay, so again, first I just want to figure out how many kilometers she ran. Well, if she ran 14 kilometers for 3 days, 3 times 4 is 12, 3 times 1 is 3 plus, so she ran 42 kilometers. Okay, but they didn't ask me how many kilometers, they said how many meters. Well, 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters. So 42 kilometers is how many meters? Well, 1 times 42 is 42. 1,000 times 42 is 42,000 meters. She ran a lot. Okay, so now let's try another one. This one is a time problem. It's 3:34 p.m. and Allie has music lessons at 5. How many minutes are there until Allie's music lessons? So how many minutes? Well, if it's 3:34, if we go to 4:34, so I'm going to write 3:34 to 4:34. Well, that would be 60 minutes because that's an hour. So then to get to 5 o'clock, when her music lessons are, 4:34 to 5 o'clock, well, if I'm at 34, I know 6 more minutes would put me at 40, and then 20 more minutes would put me at 5 o'clock. So 26 more minutes. So total, then, she's going to spend 86, or she's going to have 80, goodness gracious, 86 minutes until her lesson. Matt has a lot of sand in his sandbox. 15,700 grams of sand is in his sandbox. He brings home another 3,300 grams from the beach to add to his sandbox. How many kilograms of sand does he have in his sandbox now? So first, let's figure out the total number of grams he has. If I have 15,700 plus 3,300, okay, that's 0, 0, 7 plus 3 is 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 1. So he has 19,000 grams. Well, I want to know how many kilograms that is. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to think, okay, well, 1,000 grams is a kilogram. So 19,000 grams is going to be 19 kilograms. Okay? hopefully you're kind of working along with me here. The next few problems kind of try on your own. You can pause before you hear the answer if you want and try it on your own, or you can kind of keep watching as we go through them together. Okay, a carpenter had a board that was 4.57 meters long. She used her circular saw to cut 8 centimeters off the end of the board. How many centimeters long was the board after the carpenter cut it? So for this one, if she cut 8 centimeters off, I need to originally just change this right now to centimeters. So 4.57 meters, and I need to change that into centimeters. Okay, well, I know that 1 meter is 100 centimeters. So if I have 4.57, okay, so I did I'm gonna rewrite this. 1 meter is 100 centimeters. So if I have 4.57 meters, how many centimeters is that going to be? Okay, well, that's going to be 457 centimeters, because 1 times 4.57 and then 100 times 4.57. So 457 centimeters. So that's how long the board was, but then she took off 8 centimeters. So she got rid of 8 centimeters. Well, if she got rid of 8 centimeters, that's going to leave me with 449 centimeters. So how long was the board? 449 centimeters at the end. It's 5:22 p.m. and Emma's mom will be home from work in 70 minutes. And Emma has softball lessons at 7 p.m. How much time will Emma have between the time that her mom gets home from work and the beginning of softball lessons? Okay, so let's see. If mom is coming home in 70 minutes, let's first find out what time mom's coming home. So if I start at 5:22 p.m., okay, and I go 60 minutes, which is an hour, that would be 6:22. So that's 60 minutes later, that's an hour. But mom's coming home in 70 minutes. So I need to add 10 more minutes to that. So that would be 6:32. Okay, so that's our 70 minutes. So that means Emma's mom is getting home at 6:32 p.m. and she's got softball at 7. So how long is the time from 6:32 to 7 o'clock? Okay, well, again, in my head, okay, I'm going to say, well, 6:32 to 6:40 is 8 minutes. And then 6:40 to 7 o'clock is 20 minutes. So 28 minutes is how long she has in between. Notice I'm kind of taking those steps each time rather than trying to do it all in my head at once. Bill made 12 liters of lemonade for a party. His guests drank 7,500 milliliters of the lemonade. How many milliliters of lemonade did Bill have left over? So we need to figure out how many milliliters he started with. Well, if he's got 12 liters, okay, so 1 liter is 1,000 milliliters. So 12 liters, 1 times 12 gives me 12. So 1,000, so that's going to be 12,000 liters. But notice, it doesn't just ask us how much he had. It says then his people came and drank 7,500 milliliters of that. Oops, excuse me, that should be milliliters. So when I subtract now, 0 take away 0, 0 take away 0. I can't do 0 take away 5, so I borrow. 10 take away 5 is 5. I can't do 1 take away 7, so I borrow again. 11 take away 7 is 4. Okay, so 4,500 milliliters left. So 5th graders, hopefully that helped a little bit. Now, the reason that I really wanted to show you this is if you're stuck on a problem on Khan Academy that looks really close to this, come back, look at the video, and then see how you can do it with the numbers that Khan Academy gave you. Thank you.